Couple losses against Exit earlier on, but they've beaten Cloud9 and Sentinels in their last 2 games on this map. And yesterday, they absolutely bulldozed Sentinels. So this should be, common ground for these 2 teams to kick off this series.
And if there's anything you know about B-Dog up top in this position, he actually gets a lot of information off of both of the trademarks that get placed down. It's not going to dissuade the guard, though. They're still trying to flood on through. A lot of the defensive utility has already been spent trying to stall this, so now it's just down to can the frenzies do the work. And, well, at least for Trent, he's able to find one. Jonah, the immediate response, and the guard very headstrong in towards the site, will be able to get a plant.
Yeah, very good exchange there to get in. Spike down. Now it's just Moose and B-Dog trying to make this retake work. Smoke off at elbow, though, as B-Dog having to wait that one out as his teammate slides in position. Looks like they're going to actually take this elbow angle together and just try to trade their way out, but still blocked by this barrier for now. But it's being chopped down, and now it's all about whether they can frag out.
The right clicks from Saya player do connect onto B-Dog, just hindering him a little bit further. Up top, Net sees both, and Net
back and got caught. So he's going to give the guard a little bit of an edge here. So LG's trying to get a little bit aggressive in bathrooms, trying to get something going on this round.
Smokes will be in. Simultaneously, the guard will step forward. It's a variety of different walls coming.
They are layering it up there, dude. It's like winter over there, man. They got the turtleneck on. They got the Arctic gear. I mean, they're blocking that off.
Spike gets planted without contest, and first blood also collected. Play off the flank for Dazzle is going to be read by Net. Clean eliminations coming through, setting themselves up for prime gaming. Flawless would be the guard. And LG may be in a position where they really just have to hope that they can find exits as soon as all of this utility just kind of dissolves and fades away. Tig playing close towards Showers. Moose up top has given away their position. Heal comes through. Tig trying to take the shoulder, and no, nothing there. Jonah on 3, looking for the 4th.
One off, which is good news, because I feel like the guard has the community's favor right now because they were so impressive in the group stage, right? Despite having a kind of weak, recently, put some sparks out there. Now they need to ignite that into a true blaze, and LG on their first buy up here are going to try to attack this guard bonus.
And LG already setting themselves up a bit differently over through Hookah compared to yesterday, with this barrier being placed very early on. Net lurking through their own utility, deals with the trademark, but cannot secure the kill on Tamada. B-Dog in the same moment from on top of the B side is able to take down 2 of his own. Wants more than this, so chases down the 3rd Saya player to fall, leaving Trent on their lonesome 1v4, stuck outside in the octagon. And, well, it looks like LG have a very good idea on where exactly Trent is positioned, but does not stop Trent from at least finding 1 kill. Paint shells to counter, bring him down just to 30 HP.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do here with the Spectre at distance. Dazzle holds the angle. These teams evenly matched coming into this one. We just see LG being able to guard these initial choke points very well with the superior firepower, just kind of coasting through, getting their first run on the board. Didn't really have too many hiccups on that one. Just lost 1 player, I believe, on the round, so good stuff. Jonah P.
Well, at the moment, it looks like it's going to go towards B-Long initially. But for Dazzle, it's the same utility spend, and they do at least get some information. That's actually enough for Dazzle to move forward and not just take the orb. He wants more. This is greedy. It's going to be a double peek look here for Jonah, who misses the first shot. How in the heaven has he missed that?
I think he did hit Dazzle briefly, like a leg shot, but now he's getting healed up by Moose. So it wasn't a complete miss, but that almost looked like a 2-for-1 opportunity there for a brief moment in time. Drone now comes out the clear out hookah. Moose now looking to jump peaks, going to cause him to set up that barrier. It'll be quickly shut down. Slow orb to reinforce it. Trying to slow this quick B split down that the guard are looking to implement. They're starting to get some rotations as well, and Dazzle getting aggro inside.
Oh, and it's going to work out beautifully for Dazzle. 3 kills. On the opposite side of this attack, though, slowed up is Valen, and really just honestly stuck in his position. No spike to play with 45 seconds on the clock. And Luminosity will completely not just reinforce Hookah, they'll push through, try to stop any rotation. B-Dog watching with the tour will put it away.
Rushnet B-Long was going to get punished by Jonah P. Rare occurrence taking the operator here on this map. Didn't really see that at all from them previously on this map. But it's just Dazzle going forward in Hookah, really just disrupting things, allowing LG to imagine they probably won't get used this run unless they find an opening.
Side player. Okay, that's information, knowing that Moose is still playing close. They also saw B-Dog playing over the middle of short towards A. And Jonah can be dangerous with this Marshall, so not out of the threat. And really, for the guard, you've gotten a lot of really good early information. It just comes down to how do you try to overwhelm this defensive setup.
Yeah, just kind of playing default here as the guard. Normally known for like their quick pace set pieces, but in a round like this where you don't have that much to put those plans into use are kind of just spreading out, looking for picks with these shares, and that Marsh will see if LG is going to get a little bit aggressive, which, again, B-Dog in particular was definitely doing that quite a lot yesterday. Octastream goes down, and Net swings by for the headshot. This is getting a little bit spicy.
Viper's Pit comes down, Valen, up close and personal, attacked on his counterpart in Tig, but the Hunter's Fury, how good is that? From across the map, Dazzle takes a double. Spike dropped. Needs to be collected. Trent down extremely low, but escapes with his life for now. Still, though, for the guard, not looking all that comfortable when it comes to working along the site, even though the kills were good initially. Saya player trying to work back over in the backside of this barrier orb, but largely there's just no way that the guard can stay on site, even with the Viper's Pit down.
Yeah, Net's low on HP, so is Trent. Saya player is taking a couple of chucks as well. They do finally get this spike down barrier or providing a little bit of cover still. So we're being inside the pit now. LG sliding into positions, clearing out showers, getting into different angles to approach his pit together from. Still have Dazzle's utility on Sova to try to pave the way.
Oh, the recon bolt does clear off one half of this Viper's Pit, so now LG nowhere to be looking. Can they do much with it? Oh, caught out maybe for a moment.
Eco, very little investment. Thought Net might get timing pulling the snake bite out, but it's Saya player popping off with the fallen Phantom and looking to lean a little bit more heavily towards B to start this time. Not a complete default that they have left Net behind to kind of be that short alert.
Yeah, and the thing, too, about LG on this defense is they have to be pretty well conditioned by version 1, who had a lot of these similar looks on these aggressive hits over towards B. Orbital Strike trying to clear out elbow. The slow orb is going to completely counter this. Saya player stuck by way of trademark. And really for the guard, this is kind of coming into the site in pieces, but they have gotten forward at least for a time. Dazzle for the double, immediately responded by Jonah P in kind. B-Dog not going to be able to farm up the resurrection and the guard. It's scrappy, but they make their way on for a plant.
Oh yeah, my apologies. I thought that short A flank that was happening from LG as they push showers was going to have a lot of impact, but I mean, just a quick take from the guard on site kind of riddled that obsolete, and now Tig left alone in a 1v3. He might find Saya player with that molly, but that's about all he's got. And he won't even find.
Came into the site in pieces, quite literally. This slow up, you can see it from that point of view. Valen's the only one forward. And initially when Dazzle gets 2, you think, oh, this is fine. You're good to go. Oh. But then Jonah P on the battle stage up top.
It almost
the final elimination.
And allow me to swing in for essentially a free frag. That was really well thought out by Jonah P. Jonah P is such a versatile player, man. He has played so many different agents throughout his Valorant career on various teams that he's played on. He even had a brief period as a Jet on Immortals. He's played like Breach, he's played Sova. He's played so much stuff, man.
Oh my God.
But now he's playing the graveyard because he's 6 feet under.
That is an unbelievable challenge from Dazzle. Just no other words to say it. Final stem beacon comes down. Rushing towards Sands comes LG, but watching over it avidly is Net. A triple comes into the mix. B-Dog, the last to survive for what would be a 1v4. Good prediction here onto Trent. But will be flashed back in towards the middle, towards Hookah. And with that, got Saya player nearby, waiting for a peek. Still just a headhunter in hand, and Saya player will have no problem cleaning it up. The guard, a bit of a great individual play from Jonah, but in a certain regard, you have to kind of wonder about what is the play going to be over towards this A site, because largely, we haven't seen anything through showers. In fact, LG has gotten showers for free every single round if they wanted it.
Yeah, that's very true. Trailblazer led the way this time around, but a smoke's been put up to block, and Mata kind of repositions to kind of deny that space. Boombot was sent inside Hookah position, but as that's faded away, we see Moose once again patrolling that entry point. B-Dog looking for a pick up short. The guard playing a bit more reserved here. They detect that there's still a player inside showers with that guiding light right there from Trent. And now they'll start gathering up together on the B side. Spike now being swung over by Valen on Brimstone here, meeting up at Fountain. But still, again, they're kind of anticipating LG might look to get a little bit aggressive, and now that they've realized it's not going to be the case, they're going to start forming up for an attack here. They do have the showstopper on Saya player to kind of lead the way. Net only 1 away from getting the Viper's Pit for post-plant. The Hunter's Fury is going to slow them down.
But right through the teleporter. Now Mata knows that he's got to watch for point of contact and gets the information that, okay, they've exited.
30 seconds
but look at the Brim movement from Tig. He's already making a play over towards B. They've read that, hey, if the stage is going to come towards the B side, it likely wasn't just her by herself. Orbital Strike trying to counter. Side player still moving through with the blast pack and showstopper combo. Into the corner, Dazzle trades out his life. Now Moose tested defensively through B long. Good for the first, and the guard has to flood on through. Does Jonah P have more heroics for us on this site? Only time will tell as he makes his way forward. 6 seconds, the spike has to be planted. Moose looking to defend, but Valorant has gotten into the container and will successfully plant into the 2v2 we go.
Yeah, but Moose is just a thorn in the side. They have not been able to clear him off of guard. It gives him another way back into the site for this retake as Speed Dog approaches from back calls. They are a man down, but no longer as Moose comes in for 2, and that's going to be the show. What a round from Moose. Despite all the success that guard was having, it was kind of a death by 1,000 paper cuts. They got whittled down on the clock. It took them such a long time to get that spike down in tube, and again, they could never shake Moose off, who just kept pinned at guard. And
know that, okay, well, it's not just one player teleporting over. There has to be more of a focus coming this direction. And I think a lot of it just comes down to the conditioning that we've already seen. The guard have executed onto this B site in similar ways now.
At the aggression, but LG looking to get an assertive stance here inside showers. 3 players committed to the cause. Maybe looking to try to grab orb now. Guard will pivot, knowing that there's a lot of commitment there. That must mean short A is a little bit vulnerable, and so that will lead them forward with that Brim Stimmy.
Guys, Smokes will still come down net with the Viper's Pit. Will immediately respond with this. Slow orb placed defensively to try to deny maybe any early plants. And look at this play through showers. They're already actually spanning through the Viper's Pit, looking just for some free connections. But Valen, who avoids it, is now looking to go forward for the plant. Showstopper, Mana looking to clear this out very early. And now with the combination of the Boombot, they get the information they need. But the spike does get planted. Look at the long lurk. Dazzle on the backside will contain the guard on towards site. So for the guard, it's all about how do you successfully win these gunfights while you're bunkered up inside the Viper's Pit. Dazzle now forward as Jonah P will drop. The same will happen with Saya player leaving net essentially by his lonesome. Can you do something heroic? The answer, absolutely not. LG breaking the tide on this defensive half.
Yeah, I mean, you know, kind of guessed right that guard would pick up the tempo with the Viper's Pit in tow, and with them knowing that